Hi guys, part 2 of the UST making tutorial covering from MIDI, finished MIDI to finishing the main of the UST. I might also briefly touch on tuning, but I don't feel ridiculously comfortable doing that just because I'm not like a tuning pro or anything. There will be a separate video for harmonies, and just sorry for the long wait between the two videos. I got a new computer, as you may or may not be able to tell with the whole Windows 8 instead of Windows 7. But it did have net issues, and then I had to get a replacement, and I actually did have this tutorial all done and ready to be uploaded, but I put it on a USB, and then the USB ended up getting corrupted, so I'm having to redo it. So I will be USTing a different song, which, Utada P came out with a new one, so it's like, hey, I've got to jump on that. And Mobile Toe Shoes by Toru, I have the main sitting on my thing all done, but I lost the process of me actually making that UST for that. Importing the MIDI. Let me just quickly open up Utao. I should have done this before. Okay, so you will have to import the MIDI. You can't just open it raw in Utao because it won't even like show up like this. And if I decided to go to all files and try and import it, is it actually gonna work? No. Okay. For a second there I thought, oh wait, you can? Okay, no. So you go to import and then not VSQ format, MIDI format, and import your finished MIDI. And when you import it, okay, wait, let me just, select from the track thing. It should just come up as 3XOSC, but you can rename the tracks themselves in FL, so it might, if you've renamed it, it'll come up with that instead of 3XOSC. When you import it, you'll get this. Don't worry, you haven't done anything wrong. But yeah, it'll say overflow, or sometimes it'll say division by 0. Let me see if I select a different, no? Okay. You'll get some kind of error and it won't play. And to fix that, it does this with absolutely every MIDI I've ever made and imported. You just, scroll to the very beginning of the UST, and right click on this 5, I don't know how many zeros it is, but this number here, and then go remove tempo marker, and then insert the correct tempo, which is 132 for this. And Mobile Toe Shoes was 3/4 beat, and you change it by going to view and here, but this song is in 4/4, so I won't be doing that for this song. A lot of the time it will come up with vibrato on every single note, and this still needs portamento. Oh, okay. That's weird. Why was it in mode 1? Make sure it's in mode 2, and right click pitch and remove vibrato, and if there is vibrato, and tick the portamento box as well, which will connect all the notes together, and it'll be good for tuning later on. Let's see. Getting your lyrics. Make sure to not use Google Translate. Google Translate really is very unreliable, and because kanji have 2 readings, the machine doesn't get it perfect all the time, and it will mess up and give you like incorrect kanji readings. So and also be careful of Romaji subbers as well. There are some good ones out there that do have very reliable Romaji subtitles, but there are quite a few that just directly use Google Translate, so you're just getting the same thing there. One thing you can pretty much always trust, because it's put up with, by Japanese people, is Nikokata. And it comes up pretty quickly. Like, this is, I'll be USTing Utada P's new song. And it's only been up, I think it's been up less than 24 hours, and already the Nikokata is up. Let me just get an example. Here we go. As you can see, there's furigana here, which, you don't have to read any kanji. As long as you're proficient at reading hiragana and sometimes katakana as well. You should be okay using this. Yeah, it's trustworthy, and it's also kind of useful in the sense that it goes along, when the singer is, well, singing the lyrics. So you can it's slightly helpful when actually inserting your lyrics. Okay, so I'm just gonna skip ahead because all of this is oohs and ahs, and I think I'll just leave that out because you won't, yeah, no one's gonna learn anything from me just going over that. I will be using hiragana instead of romaji because when you use romaji to type, you have to space it out like this. You can't just bulk do it like this. And I'll just show you what happens here. Substitute lyrics, yeah. It decides, oh, this is one lyric, I guess, and it'll just insert it in one note. Yeah, and whatever you do, make sure to yeah, use this box and insert substitute lyrics. It saves a ton of time than just doing them one by one like this. That would be such, yeah, it's such a pain. Don't put yourself through that. So yeah, I'll just be bulk inserting the lyrics, and let's see, have I got anything else? Oh, there is one thing else I should mention, about double vowels, and let's see, let me just switch keyboards. This word here, for example, kaso, it's pronounced kaso even though it's written as kaso-u. Another example would be the word, yeah, oh my god, Tokyo. I'm not gonna try and type it out because I'll probably misspell it, but I know there's an oo in there even though it's not pronounced. I used to do this with my old USTs where I would use oo. Just use the whatever vowel was before it. I think it only does it with O's actually. And when I see a double consonant, I'll unmute and explain that one too, because sometimes instead of a double consonant, it just repeats the vowel as well. Yeah, other than that, I'll just be inserting all of the lyrics. Oh, one other small thing to mention. Yeah, I noticed that note was just one down instead of two. When you do this, when you shorten a note new and like make another one, as yeah, I just did there. By default, it won't have any portamento to it, and it also won't have any modulation on it as well. So let me just redo that because it will sound off if you don't have no well, it's not the same as no mod, zero modulation on it. So yeah, just be careful of that when adding new notes in. Okay, another example here. Um, this he here is a particle. The most common one is yeah wa, when written as yeah ha. Um, I'm not sure where exactly this yeah I guess I could make like a list of like the really common ones. Particles sometimes do have different readings instead of just the hiragana that's used, so be careful of that. There's plenty of USTs out there that yeah where they should be wa they should be singing wa. It's written as it's the lyric is ha, and they sing ha instead of wa. Um, yeah. So that's another case where you need to be careful. Here's a good example of yeah double consonants. Words that have these small tsu. Sometimes it'll be wara and then like a space and then te, and other times it'll be warate, like in this case here. It just I don't know some I don't know if it's to do with the actual like the way the words are or it's just up to the producers themselves because I've seen both. Yeah. And this is the talkloid section, that's why it looks a bit different. I'll come back to this and show you how to tune it. But yeah, I'll just be inserting lyrics as normal for this part. Okay, and I think that's it, apart from a whole bunch. Oh, wait, no, there's another section here, but it's repeating the same patterns, and I don't think there's much value in showing that off again, I guess. So that's basically how to insert lyrics for UST. It's, yeah, just hiragana, using this box, and bulk inserting. And if there's any, if you need to fix anything up, then go ahead and do that. You can always, let me just save this. You can always re-render the, you can render the WAV file and then play it against the original, and it'll line up with the MIDI that you created here if you just drag it in and drag it right to the very beginning. So yeah, let me quickly go over talkloid, and I think that's about it, really, for this. I won't, yeah, I should finish it off the UST, but I don't want this tutorial just to be a waste of time, really, and I think, yeah, just redoing another section like that wouldn't be of too much use. So I'd suggest after inserting all of the lyrics, you go to pitch and like retake the portamento and just check over modulation, because there was one or two times where I did add in notes, and yeah, they will need to be have modulation added to them. I'll make, instead of using the plugin, I'll just use the actual VCV converter for this section. Hopefully it'll work. Okay, there we go. Yeah, okay. And let me just go to the STP and stuff, make an actual VC. Okay, it is. Sorry for the interruption, parents. I forgot where I was now. Just that, okay, let me just play a small section of this, talkloid, and it'll sound pretty, well, flat. Fiddle, hurry up. So it doesn't exactly sound very, well, talkloidy. It sounds, well, what it is, just a bunch of short notes together. And the best thing I can do, well, yeah, the suggestion I'd give for this is you need, with talking, the pitch varies quite a lot, and you want to do that in Utao as well. You want to make sure that most of it isn't a flat pitch in the same way singing the notes are. So like, yeah, for singing notes, they'd be, mostly on this pitch for this note, this pitch for this note, whereas with talkloid you kind of want to go all over the place with it, and the best way I've found to do that is just to use as much portamento as possible, and So now it's got all of this time to like go through all these different notes, so it will, yeah, be different. I don't know how to better word it. And yeah, doing this as much as possible. Make it sound more human-like. And for a string like this, it's possible to like adjust it and make it more like that. And don't worry if they cross over, it'll just fade it. Thank you, Zone Alarm. Unless the ending notes are pretty important, and usually they'll like dip down. From my experience at least, yeah. Like that, okay. And this will sound a bit better. Okay, I'd say that this needs editing. But yeah, this bit sounds better. So yeah, just that's how to cover talkloid. Let me scroll to like a musical section instead of, yeah, talking section. When it comes to tuning, I'd say there's only a few things to like really avoid. Knowing, you know, some tuners in the community, yeah, I'm scared just basically to say like anything, you know, don't do this, don't do that, because there's some things that amazing tuners do out there that I would just be like, how do you get that to sound good? Overall, I'd say like the biggest one is, oops, wrong one. Do not put vibrato on all the notes. Please don't do this, okay? I had a friend a while ago who he was making like his first UST or something, and he decided to put vibrato on all the notes, and I tried telling him, no, it doesn't make it sound more human, and he was, you know, certain. I wonder if he'd still feel the same now. But, yeah, please don't do this. There's, I think that's the biggest, thing I'd say that doesn't work, just because we naturally do not, yeah, vibrato on all of the notes. Also, I'd avoid giant, okay, maybe Ku is a better one because there's a pause there, let's see. Yeah, L would be a decent one to show off. I'd avoid giant spikes such as these. They are quite, well, jarring to the ear. Let me just play and show you. Yeah, just the, again, this can be made to sound good, but, generally it doesn't work. I think that's about it for the giant ones. I'd think of tuning in terms of, the connections between these, like what to do on these, like, you know, drag it in more, or maybe, like, bring it down. Such as this. I quite like doing this quite a lot, but that's just, yeah, personally. And, oh, vibrato. Okay, I've got one that I think should be shown. Let me just find a better note to, okay, here's a good one. Vibrato. You can use, well, yeah, as shown, you can just use the, vibrato box here and, like, maybe adjust the settings. But I'd found that, using the portamento to make vibrato is actually, like, a really nice way, and, like, I mean, it takes, a bit more effort than just, like, clicking a button, but it can do things that, the vibrato cannot do. Like, as shown here, it can be on the first half of the note instead of just the second half, whereas you can't drag it, in, like you can, yeah. I think that's about it as far as, making the main of the UST. I feel a bit, bad that I don't have like an actual finished UST to show off here, but I'll be getting this up probably, well, finishing off now after this tutorial. Yeah, I hope that helps finishing off the main of the UST, and I'll get around to the harmonies tutorial really soon.